Whew. Here we go. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Super excited. 23 is for me. How crazy. Already the new year. Just super excited to, man, we had just start off a new year. We had great weather today. Um, Not often do you get a 70-degree Missouri weather day, January 3rd. But back on the live stream. I am just so ready for this year. I think a lot of people are going to have the best year of their life in many different ways, and uh, you can see I've got my Buffalo Bills hat on this evening, and just prayers out to Damar Hamlin and his family, and quick recovery. I hope he's doing well. I haven't checked on most of it all day. Big prayers out to anybody who has a loved one going through any health uh, health concerns, health occurrences. Man, this just brings to light so many things, and not even just from an athlete perspective, but I think we all, and I know we all here are very up for prayer requests for not only athletes, your student athletes, but people even local that have family who are going through something similar, or have lost a loved one, or have somebody in critical condition. I think that's one of the things that we all here are definitely focusing on, is as we continue to serve better and our experience continues to rise, is really focusing on what our clients have going on in their world, in their life, what they need help with, what they're looking for. And so with that, this is just bringing to light how we can be better and how we can connect with you. So if you have a loved one going through a similar health scenario, or any health scenario, I just want to let you know that we are also up for and willing to pray for them. But 2023 is for me. I am super excited for this year, and making it about me. The 2023 is for me is not a selfish ploy to make sure that you are. It's all about you, and you're going to do what you want. But it's all about making sure that. And we've been talking about this since like October or November, as we started the Tuesday night series of prepping for 2023. And I came up with the 2023 is for me, is because there has to be a little bit of selfishness, which is okay, to know what you want, where you're going, what it is you're looking to do, and just making sure that you are taking care of you mentally, physically, emotionally, rewarding yourself, gifts for yourself. I'm not saying run rampant, but I'm saying definitely as you start to prepare for 23, make sure it is about you, physically, you. Because it's only going to help you serve so many more people if you have your health, you have your mindset, you have relationships. So, but as we make 2023 about me, if you do this and are successful, the eye on the prize is, what does it allow you to now do? How does that allow you to now serve bigger? How does that allow you to be present with your family? How does that allow you to add life to your years and years to your life? How does that allow you to make more money and hit goals, travel better, surprise people, to pay for somebody's bill, to all of these things, as you work and are able to diligently invest into yourself in all of the right ways, how does that allow you to give? And so not only is 2023 for me, but there has to be a mindset shift and push around 2023. And one of the things that I am continually working on is that mindset shift. And I said something in one of these before, that when in lack mindset, give. And that's the first thing. Maybe I'm not good enough. I'm not where I want to be, or I'm not. I can't get there fast enough. And you're not present. Anytime you go into a lack mindset, give. That one thing has helped me a ton. And I'm not saying just not a gift, but give a compliment, give somebody a call, you can give a gift, but give. That will take you, that doing good for somebody else, or for somebody unknowingly, anonymously, is going to give you a whole different feeling, way opposite of lack. Because in 2023, if you're going to make it about you, make it about the right things, and make sure you shift your mindset to be strong and start to change the pattern of the mindset, and look at, how can I give first? How can I, make something rewarding and do more good? How can I stay positive? How can I stay driven? How can I cut the noise? How can I stay away from drama? And taking all of those things, a lot of those things are a choice. The things we watch, the things we take in, the things we scroll, those are all a choice. And if they don't get you closer to who you want to be and where you want to go, evaluate them and consider changing that. Because 2023 is, for me, whether it's a mantra or not, anything you decide to do, to take on, to ignore, to invest in, to assume, to put yourself around, it's all for you. So really, you get to decide what that is. And we just shot a podcast today with somebody who's very near and dear to us. We love her. It comes out, I think, on the 16th. It will air. And you will never, after listening to this podcast, I'm going to leak a little bit, you will never look at the word big the same again after you listen to that podcast. It's so good. And it's already changed a little bit of my mindset going into 23, that there are going to be big things done. There are going to be big things achieved. It's that word alone already, since lunch today and filming this podcast. We all deserve to have and do and experience big things. So gratitude, gratefulness, all things we talked about in preparation for 23. Resolutions. One of the top things I am going to shamelessly encourage people to do in 2023 is take care of yourself and your health. Do everything in your power to make sure that you have things in place to be as healthy as you can be. Start taking an education, start asking the questions, start doing the wellness things. And I think we should change the whole dynamic, the whole structure, category. I mean, it's not wellness. I mean, the wellness should be the primary care of what you're trying to provide yourself. So I'm going to think of something on how to change the wellness game of what you have to have in place. It's not wellness care. It's literally your health investment. It's like that should be as real as taxes. That should be as consistent and as priority and non-negotiable as taxes. Is literally how we take care of ourselves. So I'm going to encourage everybody to be on the front end of their health in 2023. Do not think you are behind. So I'm just going to kind of try to reset the ground to zero. There are people that have things going on in their health. There are things that are about to show up in people's health. And there's things you might already know about. Like, I get that. But mentally, coming from a different angle, is I don't want you to feel like you're behind in doing something about it. Oh, I'm too far gone. Oh, nobody's been able to help me yet. Oh, I don't know where else to go. Or this last person burned me. I didn't like that one didn't work. Do not get into that mindset, because if you don't make time for your wellness, you're going to have to make time for your illness. And if you take care of yourself, you're literally going to add life to years. I can't tell you you're going to add years to your life, but I can bet the farm that you're going to add life to your years. So take care of yourself now, and whatever you're doing now, if you need to do it differently and you know that you need to do that, do it. Do it now. Do it quickly. Do it yesterday. you will thank yourself. People around you will thank you for being a healthier you, whether they know it or not, or whether they say it or not. They will have more enjoyment with you than without you. They will have more enjoyment with the ability for you to do things, to enjoy things, to be in a mindset, to be present for things, to not be so stressed out, to not be on medications that change and alter yourself, if at all possible, to be able to run the races with people and enjoy the travel. And there's so many things, and that people will be able to be grateful that you are there, to be able to interact with your kids, to be able to enjoy your retirement, to be able to have the birthing process of your dreams, to have healthy kids. There's so many things that we need to look at and do now and do quickly. If we're doing them one way, we need to do them differently. Do it now. Ask questions. If we can be a resource, today was the first day. We now have 3 docs in our office. We have 3. And it's great because we are now able to really canvas not only our area, but also the genres of care we give. We have general chiropractic and family chiropractic. We have athletic chiropractic. We have pregnancy chiropractic. The kids fall in, yes, general, but we have Dr. Kate, who, if we're going to hang a label on her, it's going to be, she's our pediatric doc. We have Dr. Lindsay. She's our women, preconception, pregnancy, infertility doc. They probably want to kick me out at this point. I've got an office full of women, which are awesome. But, me going into, yes, still some of the general, high general public and high level athletes and student athletes that really make this as a lifestyle. I'm not an injury chiropractor when it comes to those things. I'm as a lifestyle. So we have everything covered. If you have questions, we just want to be a resource, because we know people right now in our society, in our area, in our country, need a resource for health. And so, like I said, shamelessly, I'm going to plug our profession. And all I can do for you guys is plug our docs that we have here, and this brand that is growing as a staple of health. Like, let us help. Let us help answer your questions. Let us help take you down that road of a chiropractic lifestyle, which is the best investment you can make in adding life to years. So ask questions, whatever questions you might have. How can I do it differently? There's a few different things that we do in the office specifically to evaluate people during that process as they come in as new clients. There's other things we can do. We have tissue regeneration therapy, which stimulates dormant stem cells. People with tendinopathy issues or plantar fasciitis or rotator cuff, knee issues, meniscus problems, lymph and drainage issues, chronic inflammation and arthritic pain. Like the adjustments and SoftWave really help with that. The blood work side of things. We have a metabolic blood paneling specific. This isn't your typical blood work. Like there is what we draw for and what we test for is just gives us exponential information that we have been able to help so many people with, not only deal with some of the things that they've had going on for years, but also things that have shown up that we've been able to take care of before they become a bigger issue. But the supplementation side of that with clean supplements, like everybody wants to take supplements and do the right things. But how about, what if we took that to the next level for you and we literally had supplements that were specific for you? That's a huge lifestyle change that people don't realize. Like, yes, a multivitamin is great. Do that. If you're doing that, good on you for doing that. And if you're ready to take it to the next level, let us help you do that and get everything that you need so your body can function at 110%, or at least give it the opportunity at 110%. If the nervous system is functioning properly, the adjustment's always first. If we could choose, the adjustment's always first. It's not the first thing you have to do when you get here, but we are always going to tell you the people who get the best results the fastest do chiropractic with whatever it is we need to do adjunct, because the proper structure allows for proper neurological function, That's where it's got to start. We can add these other things because if the body can process those supplements properly, the digestive tract is working properly, adrenal glands, pituitary gland, brainstem areas are all functioning properly. You're able to utilize those things better as you make that lifestyle switch. And if you're not doing those things, this is where I tell you, go now and start. If you're not taking even a multivitamin, figure it out now. That's a great way to start in that lifestyle shift. We can talk exercise. We can talk nutrition. These are all things that we can do here now to give people the best opportunity and the best access to have the lifestyle they want, need, and deserve well into their more experienced years. But wherever you are now, I don't care if you're 7 minutes old. I don't care if you're 107 years old. We just want to be able to help and give people the opportunity to have the best year yet and really start to make 2023 for me, yes, a mantra, but a remembering of when 2023 hit 30 years ago, I made a shift and I wouldn't be where I was now. And I could not imagine doing it any other way. And I'm grateful I started when I did. That's what I want 2023 for me to be, is that timeline. And I hope it is for everybody. I hope everybody takes on that mindset of 2023 is for me. And it was a staple. It was a turning point. It was an escalation point. And it's funny I say that. That is my word for 2023. I'm not big on resolutions. If you are big on resolutions, let us know how we can help. I think health is like 90% of the resolutions made. I think the other 10% is probably money. People who are healthier notoriously and statistically make more money. So, but escalate is my word of the year. Everything in my life this year will escalate. Everything I choose, all the goals I have, everything that I want to be intentional about is going to escalate. This office, this brand, my family, my relationships, my wealth, my health, they're like everything I touch will escalate. So our team has, and actually Dr. Lindsay started this snowball downhill of what's your word? I want to pick a word. So we've done that. And so I'll let everybody else chime in if they want what their word is, but escalate is my word for 2023. Everything I touch, and I say that subliminally and specifically because everybody who walks through these doors here and gets on that table or sits in that soft wave or does cryo, or anybody that I can have have the honor of having my hands on and to be able to adjust and leave them better than when they walked in, I want to escalate their life. Everything I touch, I want to escalate. And I'm super grateful for the opportunity. And I am very excited for 2023 because I think it's going to be a turning point for a lot of people. I don't care what's going on in mainstream media outside of, well, I'm wearing a Bills hat, but as far as politics and, the status quo and some of these other dramatic things, I don't care what's going on with that, so to speak. All I care about is that we continue to make an effort to escalate everything we are doing. And in this office, in this community, in my life, in your life, I'm just super excited for 2023. So I don't know what all will happen this year. I have a pretty good, I know what we're shooting for. I would like to know how we could be better for our community and what more of in depth of what our community needs. So I can, put that on the radar and flip the switch to missiles and target that in and just be very specific and shoot and help in that way. If there's anything that we can do to be better as an office, 2022 was a whirlwind of a lot of things. I think there's a lot of things we could be we could have been better at. We're not perfect. There are things that have fell through the cracks. There's things that have gotten a lot better. There are things that we're still catching up on, and I'm just going to be completely honest with that. But I think that leads me again to 2023 is going to be that defining point of where maybe we got a little more of our shit together because not everybody does, and we're willing to admit that, but we are always open to learning and being better. If you think you know everything, you'll never learn anything. So have that mindset in 23 of if you think you know it all, if you think you're just going to Google it and it's going to tell you, if you're going to choose to listen to that and take your learning hat off and go that route, that's totally up to you. But if you can have a mindset of growth and learning in 2023, it will be the best year of your life. There is something that I have decided to tell my kids and something that I have adopted. I heard this on a song, and this is what they're going to say from now on. And this is what I want you guys to be after as this is a turning point in everybody's life this year is when people ask what your goals are, what you're shooting for, what you want to do. I've started telling my kids here, when people ask what you want to do or what you're shooting for, here's what you get to tell them. I just want to be humble and far from average. And that being humble and far from average is my goal. And I think in a time of resolution, if we can all humble ourselves and not strive and be far from average and have that mindset, you will succeed at whatever you want. And define success as what you will, but I guarantee you will make progress. And that's all it takes to be successful is continual progress. So be humble, be far from average, and just be willing to learn. Ask the questions, whatever you want to do. You do not have to do it alone. Get after it. Be a student and achieve whatever goal it is you want. Now, January 3rd, it's almost 7:30. Look at that. January 3rd, some people are what people want to call behind. They've already missed a day, and it's only the 3rd. You're not perfect. Give yourself permission. Do not use it as a crutch, but you still have time. Get after it. There's not just 365 days in a year. These days roll on. You can have a rolling calendar of 365 days. You can choose today until January 3rd of next year to mark your timeline. That's fine. You can still do it. You are not behind. Get after it. Man, we did this. 12 comments. Look at this. I want to be famous. Me too, Trevor Atwell. Me too. So this is super cool. We had a lot of people ask. We tried doing a little bit of the YouTube thing. I'm actually, if you noticed, I'm bouncing back and forth between screens here because I am live on YouTube as well. We're just putting content out wherever we can put content out. Hopefully this year I will have more co-hosts. It's my goal for 2023 is having more co-hosts. But we started doing the YouTube just to put content everywhere. But we've also had a lot of people ask us to do more on Facebook because at least they get the alert. And we just didn't want to quite give into I'm just afraid eventually because we're a health and wellness facility. Eventually, we're going to get canceled somehow, some way. People already aren't seeing some of the stuff we put out and oh, I didn't know you still existed. Well, that's because they shut your notifications off that we even exist. So that's why we try to go a little bit to YouTube, and we're still going to continue to do that. So if you haven't liked or subscribed to the YouTube page, do that for us, please. Even on this, turn your notifications on. I don't think we spam you guys with too much junk at all or ever. But even on the YouTube page, that would help us a lot. Like it, subscribe to it, because it's also where the podcast is. We've had great feedback. Our podcast, our likes, our views has been super cool. It's all about community. It's not all about health all the time. It's really a place for us to expose the community and our Rolodex and the people that we are learning about and coming into relationship with. So that's where all of we have the podcast goes everywhere, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you can get a podcast, it shoots out to. But we do hope that people watch the YouTube version or the Vimeo version of the podcast. It's a lot of fun. I think we get pretty interactive. We are very high energy, and we love everybody who we've had on so far and everybody we will have on. But that's where you can find some of that. This will get uploaded there. We're going to continue to do more content and education on some of these things, so stay tuned. There is some things for student athletes that we're going to be rolling out this year. Finally, it's been 2 years in the making. So very excited about that. And we are also going to take that into the pregnancy and badass mom world. That's just what it is in my book. What's Dr. Lindsay do? She takes care of badass moms or turns moms into badass moms when it comes to their health and their pregnancy and their woman's story. That is what Dr. Lindsay does. And then you will also take that same platform with Dr. Kate into pediatrics and all of the things that you would want to know and more of the holistic and what we call the primary healthcare option for kids, whether it's ADD, ADHD, wellness, immune system, just little bitty babies to young adolescents. That will all be the same platform provided for and with Dr. Kate. So there's a lot to come in 2023, and it's for me. It's very much for you. So have that mindset of 2023 is for me. Start with you. Give yourself 30 days here, and it can go until February 3rd. But give yourself, stick to it, 30 days, 30, 60, 90. Start there. Let us know how we can help because we are very, very much up for that. Share a story, slam the like button. If you see some of our posts, slam the share button, share it out. We could really use and appreciate those things. A lot of people have asked, you're like, man, I see your stuff, and is there anything? How can I do more? How can I get a shirt? How can I buy a shirt? I see your shirts up here. I want to advertise for you. How do I get one of these cups? What else can I do for you? And we're very blessed and humbled to have people start asking us how they can help, even advertise for us. And one of the things that we would love for you guys to do is just share for us. Share, post a tag on love this, would have never thought this would have helped me as much as it has. The environment, their culture is great, their office is beautiful, whatever it is. If you just share, and you never know what walls that might bring down, you can definitely be the catalyst and really the award winner for helping somebody in their health. By just posting some of that. And if they feel comfortable that you're there, that might push them into action. We're here for everybody. We're here for anybody. We may not be for everybody, but we are here for anybody. And we at least want to give them the opportunity to find out for themselves and be able to take the right steps with themselves, their family, their health journey and story, recovery, whatever it might be. So if you could do that for us, that would be huge. Let us know if there's anything you want us to do, put on. We're going to be doing some more drives this year. We're going to be doing some donations. If there's anybody you think we should know or have on our podcast, it's just going to be, we're just always open for those opportunities, and we're excited to share them with you. So if you'll share them with us, that would be great. But other than that, let's get after it, guys. 2023 is for me. I'm going to head home, kiss the babies, kiss my wife. I'll be there right about bedtime, which is bittersweet because they always like to get rambunctious this time. So I'll go hopefully get there in time, help put them to bed. For those of you following the Doc Throttle side of things, Squawk, the race car has been torn down. Motor is out. That's going to be fun. 2023 is going to be a fun year for that. If anybody wants to go racing this year or wants tickets to the races, let me know. I know some people. We will get you pit passes to a race this year if you want to come see that side of things. We are going to grow this community, this page, this office, not only as a premier healthcare facility, an ultimate healthcare facility, but an ultimate community as well. So anything you want to do with us, we want you to have access to and know that you have access to. So if you want to come enjoy a race with us, or if there's anything you want us to do, if you want to go on a retreat, if you think a retreat would be fun, drop it below. We'll try to figure out somewhere we can go, something we can do. We'd love to do it with you guys and just expand this community and just be a resource and engage in relationships on a bigger way in 2023. So super appreciate you guys. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening. First vital shift of the year. See ya.